Those first down yards are so important. In the game prior where Pacifica beat McClinans, Pacifica had over 200 yards on first down in the game.
Well, everybody's always talking about, well, what's your third down percentage?
Yeah.
Well, how'd you do on first and second down? I can tell you what your third down percentage is at that point.
2nd and 3 here from the 27. Garbers, plenty of time over the middle, and he gets picked. Intercepted by Latimua, who's on the return. And Quis is able to get him down to the 32-yard line. Just the 6th interception of the year thrown by Ethan Garbers.
That doesn't happen very often, and that just shows how well coached this Serra Padres team is. That's why you rally to the football and make tackles, even if the opponent is moving the ball down the field, folks. The more plays they have to run, the more mistakes they could make, and they get Ethan Garbers to make a mistake. Did not see Latimua. All he saw was the big tight end down the field. Latimua shows his face right in front, goes up and makes the play, and even Chewbacca was geeked up on the sideline.
That's their 17th takeaway in the postseason. Serra is plus 17.
Whatever's happening in this game right now, score-oriented or not, they just don't want to see Garbers on the field.
Exactly. Great play call resulting in a first down. They've still got some work to do. Down 2 touchdowns here. They're on their side of the field. McLemore moving those feet, throwing right, got a man, and LaVelle! Oh, what a one-handed catch! He might have just saved the season there.
Well, he made a play he's not going to forget for the rest of his life. That's a heck of a throw. Just giving him a chance by McLemore. And just look at the stick on that right hand. It just stays there. That ball's supposed to bounce off his hand, but it just stays as he grabs the tip. No doubt about that. And that's a catch at every level. What a play.
26 yards and a first down, and they're hanging around. Down 2 scores. 2nd down and 10 from the 47. Garber's shotgun now moves Schlamm in motion, and he's going to take off running. He does have this dynamic as well. Scrambles for the first down and more. 20, 10, 5. He reaches out, and I think he's down to the 1.
Well, that's what sets him apart. Ethan Garbers and his brother, to be honest. They're both guys that can run a lot better than you would think, and a lot better than Jake Browning in his days at Folsom, too.
True.
He can really take off and get it going, and this was a called draw, which is something that if you have to account for that with this guy who can throw the ball so well down the field, it is going to be a long afternoon. Shows some niftiness with his feet, dives for the end zone.
45-yard pickup. They mark him down at the 2. He's throwing back court of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Looking for John Humphreys. More times than not, the big fella's going to pull that in.
And what's most impressive about that sequence there is that Ethan Garbers just had a 40-plus yard run where your helmet's bobbling all around and you're breathing hard. You dive for the end zone, you get up, call a play, and throw a dime, a perfect fade to your great receiver, John Humphreys, who needed to make that play, but just could not come down with that one. Ethan Garbers is the real deal.
That's going to be quite a battle there.
They still have one-on-one coverage there at the top with Humphrey.
Yep, and LaVelle, he's got Division I offers from San Jose State, New Mexico, and Air Force. He draws the defensive assignment. Garbers will keep and will put his head down, and he's in for his 12th rushing touchdown of the season. Quick answer by the Sea Kings from Newport Beach. Looking for their first lead of the game. 3rd down and 1. Garbers to the end zone. Front pylon. Caught. Touchdown, Schlamm. That's impressive. That's an NFL throw right there, folks.
Puts it right in the corner where only Schlamm can get it. To where Schlamm's momentum is moving. Right there, make sure both feet are in, falls on the pylon, touchdown.
16th touchdown reception of the season for Schlamm, and the 68th of the season for Ethan Garbers.
Hard to defend that if you're Damon Lewis. He was in pretty good position.
And Voorhees knocks the extra point through to give the Sea Kings a 7-point advantage at 14-7. And that will take us to a break. 9:17 to go before half. first lead of the game for Corona Del Mar, trying to get to 16-0 and become the second Sea King roster to ever do that. Time for one more play, and that is it. They will not go for the field goal. Neither side with a timeout.
The least likely guy to touch the ball here, I think, would be Quis. So maybe give it to him.
Garbers out of the shotgun. Garbers takes it. Garbers runs for the goal line. Did he get in? I don't think he did. Sioli Helu was the first to greet him. That's going to be the end of the first half, and what a stop by Sarah. 4th and goal from the 1. 3rd and 13. Pocket holds up. Now the pressure comes backside, and down goes McLemore. J.J. Rottler, 4.5 sacks now.
It was a speed rush by Rottler, and he just kept coming around the edge, and McLemore felt it. At the last second, he turned to face Rottler, but it was too late. You're going to see him feel it, face him, already there.
Loss of 9 yards brings up a 4th down and 22. It also brings out the punter for Sarah.
And it's good. It's important to hold on to the ball here and eat clock and try to get some points at the end of the half for Sarah. They really, in an ideal world for them, would be able to accomplish both. They don't want to give it back to Garbers.
Yeah. Corona Del Mar is going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. McLemore steps up in the pocket, fires down, and returns with a pick of his own. Intercepted by Chandler Fincher, and he's to the 43-yard line of Sarah, his 5th interception of the season. Four down territory here right at the 30-yard line of Clayton Valley.
Look at that stat. They've matched their yards this drive that they have in the whole game.
Going for the 5-catch touchdown. Isaac Handy, and it's game on with 2:59 to go. Welcome to Norwalk, California, and Cerritos College, where it is anything but December football weather. Temperatures in the upper 60s to begin the 2019 CIF State Football Championships. First up, it's Aquinas of San Bernardino versus Clayton Valley from Concord, California, in the Division II AA State Championship game. Alongside Chris Ricks, I'm Steve Quis, and as they say this time of the year, it is the most wonderful time of the year, is it not?
That's right, Steve. It's been such a long season for both of these programs. Regular season, postseason. It's like an NFL really type schedule.
Yep.
Not surprised to see Clayton Valley back in this game. Blue-collared, hard-nosed team. As for Aquinas, they start 0-2. They pick things up, and they make a tremendous run to now find themselves in a state championship game.
Both these teams are led by running backs who, if you heard their name in September, you'd probably brush it off. Here it is December, and they are doing great things for their team. For Clayton Valley, Omari Taylor is making the most of his opportunity under some difficult circumstances.
Yeah, Omari playing very inspired for his brother Omar, who passed away. Really like this running back, and he is running out of his mind in the postseason. 10 touchdowns in the last 4 games. Very shifty, very elusive, and has great hands. I like watching Taylor in the run game.
For Aquinas, Terrion Sweet in their backfield is just having a tremendous postseason.
He is. Great vision does Sweet have. A hard runner downhill, getting those yaks, Steve, yards after contact. But if you know the Sweet family, it's in their blood. He's very shifty, very elusive. I really like his hands out of the backfield as well. So you have to keep your eyes on Sweet in the run game and then him releasing in the pass game.
He never goes down on first contact. That's what we're told. It's Aquinas and Clayton Valley in the Division II AA State Championship game. One school will win its first ever state title. Kickoff from Cerritos is coming up next. About ready to start the 4th quarter play. Corona Del Mar as good as advertised with Washington-bound Ethan Garbers.
Yeah, he has been everything that they said he was. Really precision throwing, Throws every kind of ball, can throw it easy, can throw it hard, can throw it deep, can throw it short. That's a touchdown pass right there, believe it or not. Schwab really using all of his weapons. Coach O'Shea knows he has a special one and a lot of special weapons around him. What a year it's been for CDM with Ethan Garbers leading the way. Like you said, headed by the Lake to play for UW, to play for Jimmy Lake.
He's got a rushing touchdown, 3 passing touchdowns, and the Sea Kings defense now going to try and stop Sarah on a big 3rd down play, and I think they're going to do it here on the run. The carry goes to about the 41-yard line. Renner makes the stop, and so they're a couple of yards shy of the first down. They're going to have to punt.
They have been up to the physical task in this football game all night.
Nothing Vince Pony could do.
But they're leaving the quarterback in the game, I think.
Let's see, 4th and short.
McLemore's still out there checking. Everybody's checking their wrist.
Now remember, they did in a situation like this similarly have him drop back and do the quick little kick, but
they did. But now they're in a real short yardage kind of formation.
And you're down 2 scores. You sort of have to go for it. And a pitch out, and it's going to work. The missile's going to have a first down and then some as he gets out of bounds. Just past the 45-yard line. Hassan Mahassan, the sophomore, self-proclaimed missile.
They call these a flip play. Everybody's inside. There's nobody out there to block. You're just depending on the defense to bite on the fake. And they bit just enough for the missile to get out there and convert, which was a must-needed first down. Whatever's happening in this game right now, score-oriented or not, they just don't want to see Garbers on the field.
Exactly. Great play call resulting in a first down. They've still got some work to do. Down 2 touchdowns here. They're on their side of the field. McLemore moving those feet, throwing right, got a man, and LaBelle! Oh, what a one-handed catch! He might have just saved the season there.
He made a play he's not going to forget for the rest of his life. That's a heck of a throw, just giving him a chance by McLemore. And just look at the stick on that right hand. It just stays there. That ball's supposed to bounce off his hand, but it just stays as he grabs the tip. No doubt about that. And that's a catch at every level. What a play.
26 yards and a first down, and they're hanging around. Down 2 scores. Empty backfield behind McLemore from the 21-yard line. Looking right, now being chased, grabbed, and down he goes back at the 26-yard line. The pressure coming from Charlie Mannion. He's just a sophomore defensive lineman.
Great job by Mannion getting out and making that play. They were trying to get to Lavelle again with a little bit of a misdirection formationally. And he was covered by the time McLemore wanted to look back to the left. It was too late.
Loss of 6 yards as I'm backed up to the 27-yard line. They're out of the pistol now. McLemore dancing, coming toward the near sideline, being chased, and took a pop at the 24, and out comes the penalty marker. Wow. That's Chase Zank. That big hit resulting in a penalty, and that's going to be 15 yards. Should be enough yardage for a first down.
That's tough for Zank. You know, you got a 6-foot quarterback running right at you, but he's a couple feet out of bounds at that point, I think. And Zank rose his arms up and kind of hit him. He's going to draw the flag. Everybody on the Sarah sideline wanted it.
Yeah, plus a high hit, too. Our referee tonight is Craig Becker from the LA City section. 9:46 to go.
And McLemore a little banged up after that. Like you said, he's had that collarbone issue, and that was a pretty high hit.
And our first look tonight at guess who? Dom Lampkin, the sophomore, took over as the starter for Dalen McLemore late in the season, and all he has done is come up huge in
Personal
games.
foul, late hit out of bounds. Defense, half the distance to the goal. Second down.
All right, since it's a half the distance to the goal penalty, it's going to bring up second down and short instead of first down.
No, second down. Second down.
Thank you, White Hat.
These referees have been great here this weekend, though, explaining everything.
Taking their time.
All right, now they're going to have a little bit of a discussion about that. You could have heard with the open microphone.
Well, let's talk about it again.
Yeah, Becker was talking to his officials, said, no, second down, second down. So it turned out not to be a 15-yard penalty, but instead half the distance to the goal. Here's Craig Becker again.
Correction. It is a dead ball foul. It is third down. This is not an automatic first down.
All right, so third down. 3rd and 1, dead ball penalty. Still half the distance to the goal and not 15 yards. 15 yards would have made it the first down. 3rd and 1.
And you're going to see that big tank formation come in again. Only difference is different quarterback this time.
School's all-time leading passer Luke Batari graduated last year, and so here's Stephen Willie Beeman. Don Lampkin
dropped it.
Yeah, ball on the turf, covered up, and it's going to be 4th down now if they get it back. And
CDM
I think CDM has it. Did they get it back? They came away with the ball. Let's see what the officials rule.
They're ruling 4th down. Now that is dangerous, you know, when you bring in a new quarterback. He hasn't had much of a warm-up. I didn't see him get.
Yeah, just lost the snap.
He didn't get with the center while the officials were conferring, and get a couple snaps in there and just make sure you see that very often with this quarterback change.
A fumble on the play, but Sarah had possession of the ball.
These guys will warm up their arm before they warm up with the center, and to me it's like, you better warm up with the center.
4th and short. Loss of 2 yards. It's going to be a 4th down and 3. Lampkin, pistol, and whistles, and this should be a timeout by Sarah. It's such an important play here with 9:23 to go, and you're down 2 scores.
Sarah. First time out of the half.
All right, your thoughts on this discussion right here, what you might be saying?
Well, Sarah just dodged a bullet. I mean, they're not always under center, and when they are, you would expect them to be able to execute it. They were not able to on that, so they put themselves in a tougher situation. You know, they haven't really shown anything that they could just go to and gain yardage in this football game. It just hasn't been that type of game for their offense yet. They've had some success with some trick plays and some amazing athletic feats like the catch we just saw from Lavelle. But what have they done consistently? Nothing, really. So what Coach Walsh has in his bag of tricks is really what I'd expect to see. Just like that last 4th down play that they were able to convert, which was a flip play. It's all based on scheme and trickery and not overpowering the opponent, which they've been unable to do throughout the night.
Checking Dalen McLemore, but he can't come out for this 4th down play. It's up to Dom Lampkin now, fresh off the bench. 4th down and 3. Perhaps to save the season right here after Lavelle had that terrific one-handed catch to keep the drive going. Lampkin, play action, throws, and it nearly got picked. Knocked down by Cole Renner, and CDM turns him over on downs.
A lot of frustration from Lavelle there. Thought he had that ball coming his way, but a good job of getting the hands up. Really good disciplined fundamental football from CDM. If you can't get to him, get up and knock it down. Gekowitz does that time, I think. And then knocked down again by Renner. Both of them had a shot at it. The one guy that didn't was Lavelle.
And Corona Del Mar takes over now back at their own 14-yard line. A 2-touchdown lead, 9:19 to go.
Now, how much can they possess the football and just end this state championship game? That'll tell the story here, or will they score quickly?
They're going to pass on first down. Humphreys has it at the 21-yard line. They keep him in bounds here. He's 2 yards shy of the first down. Garbers has 25 completions tonight to 5 different wide receivers. Using the whole playbook here.
They had an official's timeout because Damon Lewis's helmet popped off, so he has to come off the field, and he's been replaced by David Silk. And David Silk is one-on-one right now against Humphreys at the bottom of your screen. Let's see what they do with it.
That's a false start, backing up Corona Del Mar.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains. Second down.
Kirsten has an update on Dalen McLemore. Kirsten?
Thanks, Steve. So Dalen came out. He was getting his left collarbone checked out, the one that he had broken earlier this season. They did clear him. He had put his pads back on, but coach walked over to him, gave him the final decision that he's not going to be going back in for the rest of the game. The fans did give him a nice round of applause for the hard work he put in for this evening. Back to you.
Thanks. How about that? 16 of 18. Boy, that didn't really register with me. And he had only misfired on 2. Now it's up to the defense to get Sarah the ball back. Play action. Garbers takes a shot down the field for Humphreys, and there was a little bit of contact before the ball got there, but no penalty marker.
Well, they were going to give it a try because of the mismatch they had. We talked about Damon Lewis having to come out. Now he's coming back in with his helmet back on. You have to come out for a play, so they had David Silk one-on-one. They liked that mismatch, but they put Silk in bail coverage, giving him a chance if that ball was deep. And it was the right decision because no chance for Garbers to complete that to Humphreys.
Huge third down now for Sarah's defense. You got to get the Sea Kings off the field here. You have them pinned back at the 16. Third down and 8. 8:45 to go here in the 4th. Garbers with the pressure coming, and it's incomplete.
Took a big hit there.
Yes, he did. Monumental hit.
And Milani got in there and hit him as Garbers was trying to stand in the pocket and convert that first down. And what a huge stop by the Padres defense. Getting the ball back. You see Garbers really hanging in there, but wow, right under the jaw. A big hit as the head pops back from Nusi Milani, the 6'6" senior.
Nebraska and Virginia, on the top of his list. 4th down and 8.
They're going for it. Wow.
Now well, here's the quick kick.
Yeah.
He just didn't walk back as much. I thought that would not be the best call. Sanchez is going to let it roll. And it'll roll dead at the 41-yard line. Sarah's still got a chance, but it's going to be up to Don Lampkin now as Dalen McLemore's day is done.
2 quick kicks. Who would have thought?
Dick Tomey would have thought that. At least one guy gets that.
Hi, I'm Barb, and you may have heard about SoClean. It's the fast and easy way to maintain your sleep equipment. Did you know manufacturers recommend that you wash your equipment every day using soap and water? That's a lot of work and a lot of hassle. But now there's an easy option. With SoClean, all you need to do is put your sleep equipment in, close the lid, and walk away. It saves you time, it saves you hassle. Just one touch, and SoClean does all the work for you. You can try SoClean risk-free for 30 nights. Even shipping is free. Plus, when you call right now, get $50 off. Call 1-800-857-8261. Or go to SoClean.com to take advantage of this risk-free trial. Call 1-800-857-8261. Now. So fast, so easy, so clean.
Lakers basketball on Spectrum Sportsnet is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. It's time to go center court with the Lakers basketball calendar. Here's a matchup you won't want to miss. Watch Spectrum Sportsnet as the Lakers take on the Denver Nuggets on Sunday, December 22nd at 6:30 p.m. Toyotathon is on. Get incredible year-end savings on a bold new Camry or Camry Hybrid Electric. See all offers at buyatoyota.com. We make it easy.
Well, the big one's coming up. While I try and get to the Staples Center for Ariana Grande, my partner here, Petros, is going to stick around for the big one. De La Salle taking on St. John Bosco. We're even going to have pregame coverage at 7:30 for you. CIF Southern Section champ St. John Bosco, perennial power from the north. De La Salle, who, if they don't win tonight, that's 4 years, a 4-year gap between state championships.
It's old school versus new school, private school.
That's right.
In the open.
First down and 10. Dom Lampkin here in relief duty. Team down 2 scores, 8:29 to go after the defense forces the punt. Lots of big game experience since taking over here for Lampkin. And he's running right, and he gets dropped for a 3-yard loss back inside the 40. It's Mason Gekowitz with the stop.
That one looked like it caught him off guard there, Steve. I don't think he saw the snap coming. It kind of hit him when he didn't expect it, and then there was no action in the backfield. He just tried to make something out of it and can't. It ends up being a negative play.
Gekowitz, who made that stop, he's a great story, coming off a devastating spleen injury that doctors told him last year he would never return. He missed all of last year, and playing this season with 2 broken hands. Guy's been all banged up. He's a warrior as he tries to lead his team to a 16-0 start. That is flipped to Lavelle on the end around. Lavelle trying to cut back. Check that. That was Sanchez. I beg your pardon.
He is banged up there.
Sanchez, that only went for 1 game, a 1-yard game.
And just hard yards for Sarah. They just not been. They've tried it up the middle. They've tried the right side, the left side, the perimeter. They've thrown the ball downfield. Other than the great play Lavelle made with the one-handed grab and the trick play, they've just had a really hard time getting anything going.
Going to be looking at another huge 3rd down. They were 3 of 6 on 3rd down through the first 3 quarters of play here. And that's Sanchez, who has been shaken up. He had a long 65-yard touchdown pass on a trick play. There is Gekowitz that we talked about, and Dan O'Shea says, I hope my 2 kids grow up to be half as great a person as Mason is.
He called him a man of character. 4.0 GPA. Humble, unassuming guy.
I think he even works 3 days a week at a church cafe.
Hey, I work at the Greek Church kitchen. Nobody ever mentions that. No, he's a great young man. Little undersized at 6 foot 165, playing linebacker, but does not stop him from making plays. Great pad level, great technique as we see Sanchez make it off the field.
3rd and 11 here from the 40. Lampkin didn't see the field here until this 4th quarter when McLemore went down with the injury. Pocket holds up. He's looking downfield and flings it. There was some contact. No flag.
Oh, that was early. There's a fight. Oh, there's a fight here by the bench.
Oh, my goodness. It's like 15-on-1 right now.
Yeah, we've got to, that's got to be separated now. Good. The cooler heads have prevailed there. Looks like Jack Rotler got caught up against the bench there at Sarah. And just a huge tussle. I don't see any flags out. Because I didn't really see any punches thrown. Just a lot of pushing and shoving. Coach O'Shea is all the way over on the sideline talking to Coach Walsh right now. We heard both those guys. Chewbacca's right in the middle of it.
He would have needed the real Chewbacca.
There he is.
It was on 10 on 10. It was like 10-on-1.
They're getting everybody up to talk.
Rotler is a brave man there on that. He was almost sitting on the bench with 10 guys.
It happens
right
like that.
Face.
Sometimes you're playing hard, you end up on the other team's bench, and it's a bit of a to-do to get out.
All right, now we need cooler heads to prevail. So Patrick Walsh now, disciple of Bob Ladouceur at De La Salle, will try and calm down the troops here.
Yeah, and a great job by Coach O'Shea. Now he's bringing his team over to talk to the Sea Kings. A great job by Coach O'Shea getting over to the side and getting Rotler out of there, getting his team calmed down a little. You don't want to see something get a little out of control, as emotions are very high here in a state championship game.
Pass. 4th down.
All right, incomplete pass, 4th down. There were no penalty markers. I mean, both coaches were very complimentary of each other's programs at halftime. This is obviously the last thing they want to see.
Yeah, that's about as well handled as a pushing and shoving situation that could have gotten really ugly really fast. That's about as well handled as it could possibly be by both coaching staffs and the officials.
Exactly. I was just going to point out the officials did a good job keeping the flags. And Chewy
stayed in there, made sure everything was cool.
Yeah.
Rebel Alliance.
I mean, because if that thing got out of hand, that might have been the end of the costume. Just he might have been thrown around, right, by the hoodie, and who knows what would have happened to the costume.
I was a young water boy myself. It gets crazy out there.
Yep. You want to go out on your own terms with the costume. Lampkin going nowhere, and the Sea Kings turnover. Sarah on downs. Coming up to make that play was Michael Wine.
Michael Wine, Jack Rotler. A lot of celebration on that CDM sideline as their defense has really shown up, holding this Sarah team to 14 points. And really, it's a very quiet 14 points. We keep on mentioning it. It was the first drive of the game and a trick play. Other than that, CDM's been lights out on the defensive side of the ball. And what can we say about their offense? Coach Walsh knows.
So 1st down and 10 here at the 43-yard line. Garbers run for a score. He's thrown 3 others. Bingquist has his turn now, and he gets free. Loose down the far sideline. Lavelle finally gets to him at the 15-yard line.
I love that play because here it is late in the game. And CDM, who is a throwing powerhouse, now what are they doing? They're pulling that center. Tomlinson is coming around, pulling that left guard. Max Farzine coming around, and Bingquist pops a run downfield. That's what makes you a really multiply good football team. Being able to do that, pull those linemen around, get your back to have a physical run in the 4th quarter of a state championship game, along with throwing the ball downfield with Garbers. What a complete offense.
Pickup of 28. They fake the dive to Bingquist, get it out to Humphreys, and Humphreys is taken down at the 11-yard line.
He doesn't look slowed down to me.
Not at all.
I'd hate to see him at 100%. I mean, he looks like a guy that can really fire those legs, and he's not afraid of contact.
That's his 8th catch of the game already. Redmond, Schlom, and Humphreys, all by my last count, have 8 grabs apiece. And there's an injured Sarah player as Corona Del Mar is on the drive here. One of their defensive linemen looks down, and that again is going to be Helu for the 2nd time. So that'll give us a chance to take a breather. 6:07 to go in the 4th. Corona Del Mar 28, Sarah 14. We're back to Cerritos College after this.
Big dreams start with small steps. But dedication can get you there. So just start small. Start saving. Easily set, track, and control your goals right from the Chase mobile app. Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Carl Jr. Heard you're a piping hot piece of lunch, Big Carl. Make Big Mac look like a micro patty baby lunch. But your patties are full grown, aren't they? Maybe too big. You too big for your beef britches, Big Carl. Lunch. Well, guess what, Hotshot? I'm gonna devour that meat like a cheese-cheeked burger wolf.
I want cheese cheeks.
The Big Carl combo.
Today, small businesses have to be connected here, and here, and even here. That's why you need Spectrum Business. It's a network that you can depend on. With over 99.9% network reliability and the best value, it helps you connect your business from wherever you are. So you can focus on building connections that people will never forget. Spectrum Business. We keep small business running.
No one ever plans on being in an accident, but that car ran the light, and my accident left me with so many questions. Do I have the best medical care? What about my job, my car, insurance? I gotta call the Barnes firm. That was the best call I could have made.
At the Barnes Firm, we've handled thousands of accident cases. Our team works to answer all of your questions and help each client get the best result possible.
Separate fee. Call or go online now.
Second down upcoming here from just outside the 10-yard line. Garber's trying to lead his team to another scoring drive. While we have a moment, let's check in with Nikki working the sideline down there. She has more on the outgoing senior playing his final 6 minutes of high school football.
Garber's roots with this program began when he was a ball boy when his brother was on the team. His brother Chase is now the quarterback at Cal. The two still watch film together. Their parents somehow managed to get to both Cal and CDM games this season. That name Garber's won't be forgotten within the CDM program for a long time, you guys.
Thank you. That's a lot of Southwest Airlines out of John Wayne, huh?
Yeah. Maybe they made it all the way out to Ole Miss. You know, I'll tell you, that Cal football team, very different when Chase Garbers is their quarterback. I did a couple of their games this year.
Bingquist running up the middle. And Bingquist down to the 6-yard line. Still needs 2 for a first down.
Really impressive, this run element here in the fourth quarter, because we didn't see much of it throughout the game, but the fact that it's here in the fourth quarter for CDM to get Bingquist some yards going forward and they can eat some clock, because it's only a 2-score game. It feels a little bit more like than that because of Sarah's inability to really move the ball consistently on offense, but this has been pretty impressive with Bingquist on this drive.
3rd and short. They can still get another first down and eat up more clock. Garber's rolling out. Garbers fires front of the end zone. Catch is made right there for a touchdown. That's John Humphreys. He was over. And another touchdown throw by Garbers.
Humphreys has a couple he wants back today. I'm sure Garbers does too, with a couple of deep balls that they missed. But if you're a volume shooter, these guys are really special, and they don't miss much at all. That one right over the line. Great call by the officials. You see him right there on the goal line. Garbers throws really well on the run. That one was just a little behind, but he's shown a lot in his game. Running the football over 100 yards in the first half, throwing it deep, throwing it short.
4th touchdown pass of the game for Garbers to give him a record 71 touchdown throws. And that makes it 35-14 after the PAT. And Washington's getting a pretty special player.
They are, and he might have to play right away. You know, they have Jacob Eason there, and he's got a decision to make whether or not he's going to go pro or come back and see what a Jimmy Lake head coach football team looks like by the lake at UW. But they are very excited about Ethan Garbers, and they have a lot of good reason to be excited about his brother up at Cal, who is a very similar player in that you don't think he's going to be as good of a runner as he is until you actually get in the booth and call the guys' games. And you see, they call a lot of run plays for that kid. And they did it here at CDM with Chase Garbers. They do it with Ethan. They'll pull a guard for that quarterback, and they're not scared to have him lower his shoulder. And I think it really helps for that player's mentality going forward in his career.
5 total touchdowns. He ran for 1. He's thrown for 4. Humphreys, the Stanford commit, is in.
He looks like a Stanford guy, doesn't he?
He does.
Stylishly long hair. Back when I played against Stanford, they had a track, you know, just like this.
Yep, exactly.
Felt like the crowd was in another zip code in East Palo Alto.
That was when I used to go watch him play at the Rose Bowl as a young kid. It was always the Ralph's free ticket game for UCLA. Here's Stanford. And that one's fallen on at the 32-yard line. 5:12 to go. A couple of timeouts left for Sarah. But they're chasing 3 touchdowns now. Their first title game for Sarah in 2016. They lost to Sierra Canyon 42-40. Then won in 2017 over that ASU quarterback Jaden Daniels led team.
Jaden Daniels, another Pac-12 quarterback to be excited about. The Garbers brothers, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, we talk about, didn't Eric Sonheimer write that article about all the great quarterbacks are leaving and not staying in the Pac-12, where they're getting a good one here in Garbers, and they They got Daniels at ASU last year.
It's Bryce Young going to Alabama from Modern Day, and DJ Uiagalelei headed out to Clemson, and that really gets a lot of people talking.
Yes, it does. Lampkin, nobody was there to hand it off, and this is his most positive play. Takes a big hit. I mean, a really big hit, and out comes a penalty marker. Lavelle is in there to yell at one of the players for Corona Del Mar in Zach Green, who leveled the hit here. Now on a replay, you decide whether it was a fair hit or not. Again, these two squads have been warned. Lampkin, and as he's going,
yeah, he was kind of angling down, but I don't think he could. Zach Green could not have really. Yeah, just seeing the way it happened, I don't think Zach Green could have gauged how Lampkin was falling.
Defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Results, first down.
Tough call, but the letter of the law is the letter of the law, and when you go helmet to helmet, the flag is going to come out. Here's another look. You know, when that guy's going low and you're going low, it's really hard to know where your head's going to be and where his head's going to be. But that is modern football, and I will say, you know, having called games throughout the years where they have changed the rules, we do teach it differently in the world of football now, and guys do hit more with their head out of the play, and it has made the game safer.
5:01 to go, first down and 10 after the penalty. Sarah on the move now at the 42-yard line of Corona Del Mar. Pistol here with Lampkin back in relief of Dalen McLemore, who got the start for the first time since October the 26th after he broke his collarbone.
And another flag here. The officials are really just trying to control this game as things are getting pretty chippy between Sarah, and now the coaches are talking to each other. Walsh is talking to O'Shea.
Yep.
They're talking to each other on the 50.
Yep, they're both screaming across at each other, and Walsh keeps pointing. Another coach has got his hands up as if to say, didn't we just talk about this? And
I didn't see what sparked that one, Steve.
No, me either. But another penalty marker.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
That ball
that's
come out.
Number 8's first unsportsmanlike.
All right, that's going to be on Ryder Hop.
Yeah, he's not supposed to have his mic on and tell us, but he did. So now we know it was on number 8. I didn't know who it was on.
From the 24, they'll wind the clock now at a first down and 10. 4:36 and counting to go in the fourth. Lampkin for the end zone. This might get picked and almost caught by Lavelle. It was Fincher in coverage.
Pretty good looking ball. That flies out of Lampkin's hand, doesn't it? It's a different looking ball that comes out of Lampkin's arm.
Well, I'm glad you said that because they won a lot of games with that kid, right? They beat Valley Christian 10-0 with him in there. Beat Half Moon Bay, Wilcox, Valley Christian again, and San Joaquin Memorial.
He led this team to the state title. I mean, he's no slouch. There's no doubt about that. But Fincher was in great position the whole time. It would have been an amazing play if Lavelle was able to go get that ball. But Lampkin gave him a chance.
He was at the controls for their only loss of the season, which came on the 9th of November against St. Ignatius on the road. And this one's dumped off, and the catch is made by Vince Pony, and he's down to the 20. These guys had a chance, too, to play in Levi Stadium earlier this year. That's pretty cool.
The big denim. It's amazing. That whole stadium is made of denim, which is really a modern feat. I couldn't believe it until I did the Pac-12 championship last year.
Well,
Levi Strauss, what an innovator.
I was there in the rain when Arizona and Oregon played in a Pac-12 championship game with about 85 of my other friends. That was about it.
A lot of people dressed up like red seats.
Yep, and there was nothing to clap for. Lampkin, another shot at the end zone. Lavelle has it, and he'll tiptoe in for the touchdown.
Huge.
It is. It now makes it back to a 2-score game with 3:43 to go, and you can onside kick, and stranger things have happened.
Sarah's been hanging around. I mean, there's 4 minutes left in this game. And what a nice throw by Lampkin, starting to settle down in this game, and Lavelle is a great downfield target as he just runs the goal line and catches that ball, and then in a very leisurely fashion, scores the touchdown.
That's his second touchdown reception of the game. Remember, the other was the Sanchez one, the trick play for 85 yards, and it got blocked. The PAT was blocked. 35-20. It makes it a little tougher now. Still a two-possession game, but you're going to have to convert a two-point conversion in there.
Sarah has kept fighting throughout this game. That's the one thing you can really say for the Padres. You know, things have not always looked great, but they have kept fighting throughout this game. Kicking and PATs have truly been an adventure throughout the night.
Cole Renner, we saw him make a big defensive play on 4th down earlier in the quarter, and now blocks the PAT. There's the body work tonight for Terrence Lavelle. 6 catches, 147 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Pretty good average.
Yep, and again, he's got Mountain West offers, and that's it right now. San Jose State, which has done a really good job, and Sarah's been sort of a pipeline into there.
People are going to see that catch, and that might change. You know, that one-handed catch on the sideline. This is a guy who's getting a lot of attention tonight.
Yeah, I might have to hashtag that SC Top 10 play right there. That thing was fantastic. And he's also got an offer to go to New Mexico. They're going to get a new head coach, Air Force as well. I'm not sure he really fits into Air Force's system, to be honest with you. But some options for this young kid.
He could play corner for Air Force.
Oh, that's true, too.
Air Force needs corners, too, Steve.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I only just think of them running the football.
Everybody wants to be on offense.
Damon Lewis to try an onside kick. The hands team is out there, and
they better
nobody deep. Only Griffin back about at the 34-yard line just in case. And we got a whistle, and that ball covered up at the 48-yard line. Looks like they're going to kick it one more time. I didn't see a penalty flag come out at all. Oh, there it is on the far sideline. Okay, so somebody was offsides. False start.
Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the kickoff.
All right, another chance. You've seen what it looks like. This one backed up to the 35-yard line. Lewis has been the 4-year starting kicker, playing in a second state championship game. He was here for the 2 previous ones, 16 and 17. That's up, and ball is out.
Great kick.
Sarah says they have it. Their whole sideline, and they have it. Oh, this thing just got fun. With 3:43 to go.
It was a perfect kick by Lewis there. It just popped up right in time.
Up for Will Maurer to come away with it.
It's going to take its hop there and right through the wickets there on 2 players. 3 Sea Kings have a chance at it, and Maurer is the one that goes to the ground with it. Look at that. 1, 2, 3.
Redmond, Hall, and Giuliani had a chance at it. It's Maurer who comes away with it. So they have it at the 48-yard line on a 1st down and 10, trailing by 15. 2 timeouts left, and Lampkin's got another shot after leading him on a scoring drive last time. Plenty of time. I mean, he's got all day back there. Now he's going to take off running, still on his feet, as elusive as ever. Gets to the outside. Griffin trying to run him down and clips him at the 27-yard line. Wow.
Welcome to the game, Dominic Lampkin. He's starting to really fire it up. A couple of throws downfield to Lavelle, and now, like you said, Steve, it just wasn't happening as far as throwing the ball downfield. He decides to run and really kind of sucks up the whole Sea King defense on the left side and uses his legs to get out right.
Man, had it not been for Griffin, that's a 27-yard pickup. Griffin just diving like a missile at his feet. Lampkin here trying to make this thing fun. Backside pressure coming, and they get him back at the 30-yard line. Run down by Redmond. His 8th tackle for a loss this season.
Mark Redmond reminds me of an old...
That's their 2nd time out of the half.
Westlake High School tight end named Michael Stewart, who played defensive end and tight end and really rushed the passer like that. An All-American high school performer up in Westlake for Jim Bankert back in the day. That's what Redmond brings to the table.
Could you please
when
set
he's
the
an
clock
edge
to
rusher.
2 minutes and 55 seconds, please.
They're going to put 4 seconds back on the clock here. Redmond now with
How do you know?
6.5 sacks. I got a way of telling. 2:55 to go. Now it's 2nd down and long, but we got 2 more chances here. Actually got 3 more chances here. The 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down plays. Lampkin in relief, trying to get his team back into this one.
CDM has made it very difficult offensively for Sarah.
Now, if you get it in on this drive, do you go for 2 right away, or?
You know, I don't, because if you don't get it, then you discourage your football team. So you have to kick it and keep hope alive that you go for 2 the 2nd time.
A lot of these coaches, though, in the state, and in regionals, are like, hey, we're playing with house money, man.
Everybody starts to freak out.
Lampkin scrambling. Lampkin throwing. Back corner of the end zone. Up and caught. Is it a touchdown? They haven't marked it yet. Let's see. Touchdown. Matt Rolandi. Oh, wow, did this thing get fun. Lampkin in relief. 2 touchdown drives here in the 4th quarter.
How Rolandi controlled his body there to go up and get that and not go out of bounds is amazing. It seemed like it was hanging up there forever, and he just goes up and brings it in. Ryder Haupt just didn't have a chance, even though he was right there.
30-yard touchdown throw. Extra point is good. 1 possession game, and he just, I mean, by a centimeter, he was able to keep that inbounds.
Who knew? Dominic Lampkin comes in and leads 2 touchdown drives for Sarah. 2:46 left. The timeout situation is not great for Sarah. They might have to onside this one again. They certainly don't want to give it back to CDM and have the game end with CDM running out the clock.
They take the onside kick, they recover it, and they march down and score. And it's an 8-point game at 35-27 with 2:46 to go. I hope you guys can top this at 8 o'clock, St. John Bosco and De La Salle.
Luckily, I just sit here. That should be a good one, too. But, man, have the Sarah Padres under Patrick Walsh not gone quietly into this good Norwalk night.
They're going to try the onside kick again. They've got 6 guys here to the near sideline. That's where Lewis is going to angle it for the 2nd time. And they moved again. So it's going to go back to the 35-yard line. Another false start. Got a little too excited about that.
That's the 2nd one on 3 tries.
Yep, but hey, it worked last time, right?
It did. Now, what's the percentage to get 2 onside kicks? Low.
Very.
Kick, encroachment. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the kickoff.
So now Patrick Walsh will gather up his team before they try it one more time from back at the 35-yard line. Maybe the costume is luck.
This is the last time Coach Walsh said that he's going to let his son wear that Chewbacca outfit on the sideline. He did have some flip-flops earlier in the game, but those go off once the kick. That must be part of the luck.
Love it. Young Charlie keeps all his emotions in check, too, huh?
It's awesome.
Lewis now tees it up at the 35-yard line. Redmond is over there. He's the Washington commit to go play tight end there. He's got very reliable hands. Last time they kicked it, 3 guys couldn't get it. Here we go. It's up, and it is recovered by, it looks like Humphreys.
Yeah, Humphreys, and he took a big hit to do it. Humphreys got it, and Finn Williams hit him right in the hip. He's walking off. That ball goes up, and Humphries goes up to get it and takes a rib shot there from Williams.
So this drive starts at the 49-yard line for Garbers. Corona Del Mar has an 8-point lead, 2:46 to go. Serra can stop it only one time.
And they're still in it.
One first down may do it.
They need a stop here.
Remember, the play clock is 40 seconds too once they set the ball.
And has CDM run the ball enough to really get it going here?
And Garbers is going to run it. He's got to stay in bounds, and he knows that he takes a big hit. There are penalty markers. That was Jackson Latimua who came in and delivered the hit on Garbers. Clock
Big
stops,
hit.
2:39 to go.
Big hit has got a Garbers slid down. Milani was in the area as well.
Looks like it's going against Corona Del Mar.
The first flag came out. It was a hold. Then there was a couple others. I'm not sure what those are for. There it is.
Holding. Offense. Penalty is refused. Second down.
Well, they want the loss of the down.
And a good job forcing
81,
Garbers outside.
81.
Great job by Garbers getting down in bounds to keep the clock running. If he runs out of bounds, that's almost as good as letting Serra call a timeout there.
Yep. Second down and 10 now. Garbers will not be in any hurry. Here's the problem, though. You don't have a scoreboard with a clock in front of you. So every time he's going to have to turn around here and look, see if he can use up those 40 seconds.
And the real discipline is in the offensive line. You know, these guys are all in their stances. How long can they stay in that stance? That's a very hard thing to do.
He can take 40 seconds off. They're pulling left, and Quis, he's just got to hang on to the football. And he's to the 48-yard line, and Serra calls the timeout with 2:06 to go.
They've managed this pretty well so far, but
Yep.
third down.
Serra. That's their third and final timeout of the half.
Well, that's it now. I mean, one more first down is going to win this thing. Third and about 7 will be upcoming here for Corona Del Mar. I doubt that the Sea Kings would go for it on fourth down.
No, but they'd probably leave Garbers in to quick kick it. It seems like he's their best punter.
Well, as you run through the options too now, do you risk a pass right here with a Washington-bound quarterback that might stop the clock?
You don't want to stop the clock. You just got to keep that clock moving. You need those 40 seconds that you're going to get before you punt it. I think you have to keep it on the ground unless it's a very low percentage throw like a screen or one of these pop passes that they've been throwing.
Serra's out of timeouts. Either Quis runs this thing or Garbers tries to roll out, gain some big yardage to get the first down, and you have to stay in bounds. Clock stop, 2:06 to go. First down make up at the 39-yard line of Serra. Garbers, oh my goodness, he's going to throw, and it's incomplete to Redmond. Stopping the clock with 2:02 to go on fourth down now upcoming. Well, that was risky.
Risky, and it stopped the clock. And so that did backfire. You know, now the clock is not running. You see Coach O'Shea mulling over fourth down here.
Wow, what a gutsy, risky call. Will Garbers go for it here on fourth down? Risk giving them the ball at midfield, and now that's movement, but it's only going to be 5 yards, so it'll get you 4th and 3 against Serra as they jump in the neutral zone.
Encroachment, defense. 5-yard penalty remains. Fourth down.
Gail Teote got caught in the neutral zone there, and now it's a more manageable fourth down, so it's a more excusable for CDM to go for it, but this is a punting situation in my book if you're CDM, but they have this high-powered offense, and obviously they have a great deal of faith in. We've seen quick kicks in this situation, but I don't think that's coming here.
And you can't jump one more time. You jump, you give them a first down, and this game is likely over. One first down should win it here with 2:02 to go. Garbers jumps back like he's going to quick punt it away, and he does. Nobody is back. And it's going to roll inside the 15 and dead around the 13-yard line with 1:50 to go. Make it 1:49 now to go. Well, we're going to see what Dom Lampkin is made of here. Can he go 3 for 3? They decided to throw on 3rd down instead of eating up some more of the clock, and now pressure's on Corona Del Mar's defense to shut the door here.
If I was in that CDM student section or with their rooting section or standing on their sideline, I'd start getting a little nervous right now. You felt pretty good, like you could breathe easy throughout the second half, but Sarah has made it quite interesting. They got the onside kick, and then they got the stop. Scored 2 touchdowns to get themselves back in this game, and here they are, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from tying it up. We might have to postpone the Open game.
Yes, and my Ariana Grande concert.
Yeah, tell Coach Ricks to slow down with that pregame show. We're rolling here.
1st down, here's a catch. That's Rolandi. Rolandi up and out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Not much of a gain, maybe 4 at best. Rolandi had that big touchdown reception of 30 yards in the last drive.
Is this his 3rd series now for Lampkin? Look how decisive he is now. Look at him step into that throw. A lot of confidence coming off of this Sarah offense right now.
Yeah, no, he's fully warmed up. He's like a reliever in his 3rd inning of work.
It is hard. There's nothing harder than standing and watching a football game, especially if it's a little bit cold outside, and then coming out and being expected to perform for your team.
McLemore went down with a collarbone injury here in the 4th quarter. Here's a throw, a catch, and a big hit. It's a 1st down catch by the missile. Hassan Mahassan with the 1st down catch, stopping the clock. 1:36 to go.
Takes a pretty high hit, but hangs on, and it's another 1st down for Sarah. And they're officially on the move. Coming over and catching him on the shoulder pads was Tommy Griffin.
Lampkin here on 1st down and 10. Lampkin flings it. Another 1st down reception made up at the 40-yard line. That will momentarily stop the clock. That's a catch made there by David Silk.
Starting to feel the enthusiasm and the encouragement come from the Padres sideline, the belief. They got a bunch of T-shirts on their sideline that say "Men of Faith." I'm starting to believe.
From their own 40 on 1st and 10, 1:09 to go. Play action dumped off to the running back, and he's grabbed at the 42-yard line. That's Pony with the catch. Thomas Buda with the tackle. Inside of a minute to go, they got to hurry.
Buda doing a good job there, recognizing the screen and tracking Pony down before he could get his legs under him.
Lampkin looking sideline, throws into coverage. Lavelle has the catch. Lavelle, that'll stop the clock momentarily. Another 1st down, this one to the 42-yard line of Corona Del Mar. Tommy Griffin the stop.
Great decision by Lavelle there. Instead of just going out of bounds, he knew the clock would stop on the 1st down, so he jumps inside and gets an extra 5 or 6 yards.
And Lampkin on 1st down downs it here to stop the clock.
Lampkin starting to get more and more confident. Slings that ball out there very well for Lavelle, who makes a little bit of an inside move, but it does force him to have to clock it.
You talked about faith. Perhaps we're going to have a Hail Mary shot here.
I think it goes without saying. And Lampkin is dangerous running around with that ball in his hand. He showed he could throw it downfield proficiently.
Rolling back, ducking the pressure, running for the sidelines, out of bounds at the 32, close to the 1st down marker. 23 seconds to go as the clock stops. He's talented. They give him the 1st down.
Just a sophomore. This is the quarterback that led them through the playoffs to the state championship when McLemore went down. And he has got the Padres on the move. It's not always conventional, but it is working. It has been working in the 4th quarter. The 1st touchdown, no big deal. The 2nd one,
big deal.
Yeah, now you got my attention, Lampkin.
From the 32, 1st down and 10, 23 seconds to go. Empty backfield. Lampkin into coverage. Lavelle again at the 19-yard line. Another first down. Wow.
And they're just working that left side. Lampkin not really going right at all. It's Lavelle against Hupp. They like that matchup, and Lavelle has been coming through on both sides of the ball all night for Coach Walsh.
1st and 10 from the 20. 17 seconds to go. No timeouts left. Lampkin. 3-man rush. Steps up. Throws. The ball is out. And he's going to have to cover up. No, it's incomplete. Oh, a break there.
And I thought Redmond knocked it out. He came from behind Lampkin and kind of slapped that ball out, but the officials must have seen the arm going forward.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, that's a fumble, guys. Yep. That is a fumble.
Little Tom Brady here, huh?
Yeah, but and Tom Brady, Sarah High.
Exactly.
San Mateo.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Well, he must be smiling from somewhere right now watching that play, because that should have been a fumble.
Instead, they'll get at least one more play with 9 seconds to go.
It's a bang-bang play out there for the officials.
You got to go for the end zone now. They'll have 4 receivers stacked up to the right, 1 to the left. Lampkin, I think he's going to freelance this one. Dropping back. Lampkin under pressure. There's a penalty marker. He flings it for the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tommy Griffin, but there is a flag back at the 25-yard line.
Everybody's waiting on the flag. It is in the area of holding.
If it's against Sarah, this ball game is over.
Holding. Offense. Penalty is refused. First down.
And that is it. All Corona Del Mar has to do now is take a knee, and they'll be 16-0 for the second time in this decade and state champs.
Great game by Corona Del Mar, but what can you say about Coach Walsh's Sarah team fighting tooth and nail all the way in a game that they did not control to almost have a chance to come back and win? You see the hold there, pretty blatant. Yeah. Good that the flag came out. I don't like to see a flag at the very end of a game like that, but I think that one had to be thrown, and Tommy Griffin goes up and gets the ball, makes a smart play, gets down. Congratulations to the Sea Kings and the Padres. What a gutsy performance by the Padres when they got down in this game to come back.
Yep. Lampkin, what an impressive comeback, but it comes up short. And Ethan Garbers and Corona Del Mar are state champs for the second time ever.
And you know, when you have a quarterback like that and you got some big old linemen, a great tight end, and a beautiful receiver going to Stanford, Dan O'Shea knew that he had the opportunity this year. Congratulations to him, these kids, and this staff. A great public school, one of the greats in all of Orange County. Undefeated season, Sunset League champions. A lot of emotion out there. A lot to be proud of for both of these schools.
Ranked number 3 behind St. John Bosco and Mater Dei. I think that's De La Salle already out on the field here. We still have a trophy presentation to go, but they'll get some early warm-ups.
They kick in at 55 minutes.
Yeah.
Got to get it cracking here.
So Corona Del Mar's first championship came in 2013 over Sacred Heart at the Home Depot Center. This one comes here at the Division 1A level. 2 16-0 seasons for a public high school in Orange County. Unprecedented what they have done at Corona Del Mar.
As we see Bosco and De La Salle taking the field, there's still going to be quite a celebration from CDM. And really well wishes for everybody out there, because this is the last time a lot of these guys will ever be in a football uniform. And very special. We said it a couple times last night, but I don't think it can be reiterated enough. To be able to play in mid-December with your high school football team still, and able to take a trip or just play for the state title and get all the way through these playoffs, something that none of these young men and coaches and their families are ever going to forget. Really special for both schools.
Well played game. A lot of fun here at Cerritos, and there's still one more to go. trophy celebration when we return here. Final score, Corona Del Mar 35 and Serra 27.